Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So I'm playing GENOPETS. So GENOPETS has been around for a while, certainly as a project. It was one of the projects that came to people's attention, I guess, sort of this time last year, so sort of early 2022, mainly because it's running on Solana. So obviously there's a lot of stuff going on with Solana then, and GENOPETS I think raised quite a bit of money, and certainly was also playing into the sort of move. It's not quite move to earn, but sort of the one of the ideas that sort of moving around is an input to the game. So not quite Pokemon Go, not location based in that way, but sort of playing into some of those themes that we saw with sort of Steppen and Pokemon Go more generally, and also sort of Tamagotchis and also Solana. So sort of good to see it's actually got a version of the game out now. I mean, as ever, early stages, but I've been sort of only scratching the surface, but sort of quite pleasantly surprised with how the thing works. So I'm not doing any blockchain stuff on this at the moment. So this is not NFTs, although clearly you can buy NFTs and integrate them into this experience. I think it is the NFT land you can have, which I don't own. But I don't need that. So this little character here is just sort of like a randomly generated GeoPet, which I've called Banger. He's level 2, or it's level 2, and I've set, probably a bit difficult to see, but I've so basically it's tracking my steps. It's running on an Android phone, so tracking this actually through Google Fit, the Google Fit sort of not API, but the Google Fit integration into the Android OS, I suppose. So you can see here I've done 3,877 steps. So at any point you can bank these, because it resets at midnight local time, I guess. And if you haven't banked those steps, they go away basically. So, but you can, as far as I can see, you can just bank them whenever you want to. So I'm just going to bank these steps now. Probably can't. Maybe you can't hear. It's making a sort of funny noise. It's vibrating the phone. It's sort of quite a nice experience just holding there. So we can see that those steps have gone up into the energy counter, which hasn't gone up yet for some reason. Don't quite know why. There we go. So those steps have, you can see, they have transferred at a ratio of 1 step to 0.38 energy, and there are various ways in which you can increase that rate. It's going to tell me up here. So the amount of energy you gain from banking steps decreases with each additional step you bank. So there is that sort of issue about when you do it, and also I think if you have the well, I won't say that. Yeah, there's ways in which NFTs can allow you to do better. So I've also found some stuff, so toys and food. Okay, so if I view my inventory, I've got some stuff in there. So just a very simple thing I can do is I can using 2 fingers, I'm just patting my Banger, and he feels very loved. So that's sort of a Tamagotchi type element in there. So obviously, if I walk around, I can bank more energy. I've put in a 5,000 step goal of a day. You can sort of choose to do that. I don't quite know what difference that makes. So this is my leaderboard. So it's seeing the energy. I've only done this for okay. So these are other players. So how much energy they've got, and what level their GENOPET is. So I'm obviously right at the start. We can see through different energy steps, different periods of time. Inventory, step history. I've only been doing it for a while, and then GENOPET. So yeah, it's basically some setting stuff. So pretty simple at the moment. As I wouldn't even sort of know. I don't even know how to use the inventory stuff actually. So I don't know if I can. I have these things. I think for the inventory, I think my thinking is that I need to connect a wallet to this account and also have one of the environment, or effectively one of the land NFTs. because then the character interacts with the land, and then you can do the other things. That's sort of my thinking about how a lot of these blockchain games are going to work. They're going to let you have some experience without the NFT, but obviously, if you have the NFT, if you're buying that, you're getting a much sort of better, better experience, getting new experiences and sort of faster progression through that. But I have to say, I didn't really have, a lot of expectations for this, but it's sort of, it's working. I think it's quite good. I quite like the interface. We'll see how the sort of long-term progression works. That's often, I think, some of the issue with these sort of move to earn games is they're just sort of in the background, and it's not quite clear, why you should care about them. It's kind of interestingly, I'm also playing. I'm not really playing, but I'm also using Walken, which is a similar sort of move. It's not really move to earn, but it is a sort of similar system where you can have NFTs, you can buy NFTs, also running on Solana. You can buy NFTs and sort of fast forward through a lot of the stuff, or it's actually very slow. If you don't have NFTs, they just sort of give you an in-game character, and you have to like level them up by sort of earning points every day, and sort of doing battles against other people. I'll do a video about that at some point as well. So I think that's sort of the issue with these move to earn games is sort of they are interesting because you're doing them every day and you're walking around. I don't think they encourage you to walk more than you would otherwise do. It's not quite like Pokemon Go is a bit different because with Pokemon Go, you're actually going to locations. It's not the movement that's the important bit. It's actually what you can get in the locations that's driving the activity, if that happens. But it's interesting, I guess, that they're on Solana in particular. Obviously, there was Steppen as well, or still is Steppen. So this is where a lot of those sort of projects have ended up. So we'll see how they progress in the coming months. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. See you again soon.